Hello, friends. Before we begin this incredible story, I have a question for you. Have you ever helped someone you didn't know? Today, you'll hear the story of a man who received help from someone very unexpected. I promise you'll love it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with all your friends. Ready to hear the story? Let's get started. My name is Samuel, and I'm a traveler who loves exploring the world. One day, I decided to take a long journey from Jerusalem to Jericho. The path was steep and full of curves, but it was exciting because I loved discovering new landscapes. Although I knew this road was notorious for being dangerous, I never thought anything bad would happen to me. But that day, everything changed. As I walked along a narrow trail, I saw some rocks on the ground. As I tried to step around them, suddenly, some men jumped out of the bushes. I had no time to react. They were robbers. They grabbed my bag, struck me, and left me injured and lying on the ground. My knees were bleeding, my head was aching, and I could barely move. I was alone and scared. Minutes passed, though they felt like hours, until I heard footsteps. I raised my head slightly and saw a priest, someone who knew God's laws and always spoke of helping others. I felt excited and thought, finally, someone will help me. But to my surprise, when he saw me, he stepped to the side, looked away, and quickly walked by. My hope started to fade, but soon after, I heard more footsteps. This time, it was a Levite, someone who worked in the temple and also knew God's commandments. Surely, he would help me. However, he too saw me, frowned, and kept walking, as if he didn't want to get involved. My heart sank, and my strength began to fade. Just when I was losing all hope, I heard the sound of a donkey trotting. I looked up with difficulty and saw a man riding it. At first, I didn't recognize him, but then I realized he was a Samaritan. I knew that Samaritans and my people didn't get along. What would he do? Surely, he'd ignore me or, worse, mock me. But the unexpected happened. The Samaritan stopped his donkey and quickly got off. He walked toward me with concern in his eyes and began to examine me. He pulled out some bandages from his bag, cleaned my wounds with oil and wine, and carefully wrapped them. Then, with great effort, he lifted me onto his donkey. He walked alongside me, making sure I didn't fall. He took me to a nearby inn, where he paid the innkeeper with 2 silver coins. He told the innkeeper, "Take care of him, and if you need to spend more for his recovery, I'll pay you when I return." I couldn't believe it. This man, a stranger, and a Samaritan at that, had done for me what no one else was willing to do. As I rested in the inn's bed, I couldn't stop thinking about his kindness. I realized that it doesn't matter where you're from or how you look. What truly matters is how you treat others. That day, I learned that being a good neighbor means helping those in need, no matter who they are. And from that moment on, whenever I see someone in trouble, I remember that Samaritan who changed my life. Now I want to be like him, a person who is always ready to help, even when nothing is expected in return. And that's the end of this beautiful story. What do you think of the Good Samaritan? Have you ever helped someone or received help from someone unexpected? We'd love to read your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with all your friends and family. See you in the next story.